Hey guys, can you just confirm that you can hear me? Yes. Okay, awesome. Because we're testing this on YouTube, so people don't have to join Zoom. It's probably going to be easier for you guys if you can just go to YouTube to join. So we got 4 on YouTube, we got 2 on Zoom. We'll wait a few more minutes for everybody to come in. Okay, awesome. So we can jump into it. Let me open my trading view. Had some really good moves this morning. A lot of dojo students, or some dojo students, had some good trades. I wasn't able to catch anything today, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. Okay, sweet. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, so perfect. Just checking out the YouTube, looks like it's working. So I think we can start. Okay, so shoot me some questions, guys. How was your week been going? How was your weekend? Let me know where you're coming in from. Okay. Hey, Richard. Awesome. You've been having a good week. That's good to hear. Okay. So the reason why we moved this to Tuesday is just to see what kind of how many attendees we can get for Tuesdays. We might also try out Fridays, see what if we can get more people on Fridays. Previously, we've done these on Mondays, but I'm gonna try out a few different days to see if we can get more people to attend. Okay, awesome. So let's jump into it. I don't see any more people joining. Um, Let me quickly check the chat on Zoom, make sure I see everything. Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. So what kind of questions do you guys have for me today? We had a really good run up last week, so we had a bit of a retracement this week. on most of the pairs. So the dollar, the DEX has been dropping quite a bit lately. Let me quickly. So the DEX has been dropping quite a bit, as you guys know, which made pairs like AUD, Euro, they're all kind of shot up. Today the DEX dropped more, so pairs like Euro, GBP went up again. So it's probably gonna break this resistance and then go to the next one. Let's see. Let's look at the daily on GBP USD. Yeah, so it's still resistance, but we'll see what happens over the next few hours. If this thing breaks or not. We have an extension up here, so could see some extension trades coming in. Price has been really struggling at this point here. You can see how the buyers were trying to push it down. Oh, sorry, the sellers were trying to push it down, but really failed. Richard is asking, my main one is how to work on better stop loss placement for better RF when placing stop losses and hourly using market structure. Okay, are you trading strategy mode or are you trading X mode, Richard? X mode. Okay, so there's a few different ways to place your stop loss. If we go into, let me try to find an example. Maybe GBP USD would be a good example. So let me go into GBP USD, perhaps the 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour GBP USD. We had support here, which would be a beautiful buy. I did not take this one because I didn't like it how it would look before this thing happened, so I didn't take this one. But I know some people who took it, so whoever took it, good job. So for this one, for example, if you're taking this buy off of GBP USD, you want to look at the levels on X mode where to put your stop loss, because if you put it too low, there's a chance it will come down with your entry and then go up. What I like to do is if there's no extensions on the 1 hour, I like to go into the 15-minute and see if there's any extensions visible. So let me check on the 15-minute to see if there's anything here. So we can see on the support we have two extensions, right? So if I would be buying here, if I would be opening a long position on this support, my stop loss would be below the extension 2, and most of the time you want to have it 20 to 40 pips below the extension. So that's a good way to place a stop loss, is just by looking at the extensions. If you're taking a trade in the middle of a range, so like the neutral level, I will wait for price to move into the resistance or the support to take a position, just because then you can have a better risk to reward. If you're going to be taking trades off the neutral level, that's going to be the risk reward is not going to be as good. So it's always good to wait for price to move into either the top of the range or the bottom of the range. That's where you're going to have the best risk to reward ratio and the biggest probability of a trade. Does that answer your question with the stop loss, Richard? So even sometimes when you have a 4-hour level, and you're looking to place a stop loss, so you can look at the 1 hour time frame to look for the extensions. So, and a lot of times, the 4 hour will have some too. So if you're taking a sell here, which you probably don't want to do right now, but if you would be taking the sell right here, you would put your stop loss above extension 2. And I'm guessing this extension 1 could be extension 2 in the 1 hour. Let's check. Yeah, not quite. So if you would be taking a sell here, which I don't recommend, have a look at your RR. You know, depending on the setup you're trading and the risk to reward ratio you're looking for, you could either place it above this extension on the 1 hour or the 4 hour extension one. That's kind of like a preference. I'm not saying to sell this, like don't sell this. I'm just giving you an example. Hey Summit, how's it going? I'm using one screen right now because I just moved into a new office. So I'm using my laptop to do this, and I'm just noticing a second screen would be really handy. I'll have to take my screen along from my home office. Jerry's asking, hello Patrick, any timeline as to when to real-time data will be updated? Are you talking about the navigator on breakfreetrading.com? As far as I know, the data provider is looking to update that within the next week. So I think right now the prices on the navigator are being updated once a minute, but it should be real time soon. Let me quickly log in. Yeah, so the prices here, this is going to be fixed soon. Right now, it's not real time. I think it's updated every minute. So, but once our provider does the update, then this is going to be real time. For now, it's once a minute. So, but yeah, this is beta, guys. So give it a few weeks to really polish this thing up. Soon, this is going to be very flawless and it's going to work really well. Do you know if there's any plans to add the BFTA on lower time frames, such as 1 hour or 30 minutes? Not even plans right now, but feel free to put it into Canny. So if you go into, or if you go to canny.breakfreetrading.com, I think. No, which one was it? There's one. Well, the link is in the Telegram group. You can place your request. So if your request gets a lot of request or a lot of upvotes, then it's something we can work on. So let me try to find the link for you. Okay, so go to feedback.breakfreetrading.com, and then if you guys have any future requests, you can put that in here, and then the team, based on the votes and priorities, will make sure that's something that's going to be worked on. So you can see planned, in progress, complete. Everything that's being worked on is on this page. So just go to feedback.breakfreetrading.com and you're going to be able to log in and then add your own feature requests as well if there's anything you want to add. Esteban is asking, how much attention should we put on fundamentals or the sentence, show me the charts, I will tell you the news, apply for us on this strategy. I just don't know yet how I should use fundamentals as confluence or just not to look at it okay. So I can't remember the last time I looked at news. So I rarely look at news. It's something I don't really pay attention to. If I see, really weird market movements, I don't really, then I might go in and check what happened, what kind of news came in. But most of the time, I'm not too concerned about news, especially when you're trading the 4 hour, the 1 hour, etc. So I'm of the same opinion. You know, show me the chart, and I'll show you the news basically. Because a lot of times the news that's in the calendar, that's usually priced into the chart. You know, if there's like other news, like you know, a black swan event or something happened that was unexpected, sometimes that's also priced in, but not always. So the stuff that's in the calendar, don't you know, you don't have to put too much attention to it. If you're already used to trading with the news, then you know that's something you can use. But for me, I've always just been a pure price action trader. I've always just looked at the charts, and I've never really paid too much attention to the news. So I just follow what I see on the chart. Rich is asking one more from me regarding price action around a level, say an RRR level. I have been having good results with market execution when I'm confident in a price action as opposed to limit. Is this still advisable? Yeah, I mean, if you're trading X mode, you can really do whatever you want as long as it fits within your strategy, right? So X mode is there for people who want freedom, people who want to trade the way they want to trade. So you can use X mode however you want, as long as it's profitable for you and you're able to make consistent returns with it. Go for it. It's just the reason why we recommend limit orders is because it'll help you get better entries. For example, I know Esteban took this trade. For example, I don't know if he used limit order or not, but for example, we had a break of the support, and then I'm not sure if he did or not, but I would put the limit order on the support and then take the retest of this candle and then go up. You can do a manual order execution too. It's just then your risk to reward wouldn't be as good as if you take it down here, right? Because we always want the best price. You won't always get the best price, but the closer you can enter to support, the better your risk to reward is going to be. Alex is asking, are you in any trades currently? I'm not in any trades right now. I was in, I can show you, unless something triggered. Let me see. Let me check my MT4. I'm in some crypto trades. I guess I can show you those. But I can quickly show you one trade I was in and then I canceled it. So I closed it. That was this morning on USDCat. So I was in, so we had this big bullish run up. And then I was going to take this retest so we can see price came down. We had another bullish candle away from this level. And I was going to take a buy up back into this resistance, but then we can see it fell below. I closed it at break even because I saw the DEX moving down further and the other pairs moving up. So in that case, I closed at break even. That was my only trade for today. I can show you my other trades on crypto if you want. So I have BTC open right now. So BTC has been, if we go into the 4 hour, it's been trying to stay above this neutral level. So this is still you know, as long as price stays above this neutral level, it's good to take buys. And we can see we've kind of been trending up. It's a little cleaner on the daily, I think. If we switch to the daily, okay, yeah. So we can see it's been trending up. We have this big projection on this resistance, and it's actually a pretty major resistance. So we'll see if it breaks because it has some momentum to go up. So we can see these last 2 weeks were pretty bullish. So I'm hoping that this resistance is going to get weaker over time, and then you know eventually it'll break, and then we can go above 10K. So I'm long on Bitcoin right now as of today or as of last week, but I'm still long. So I've been holding this for a while now. It's not breaking below the neutral levels, that's good. So as long as it stays up there, um, it'll be good. My stop loss, I think, is down here. I have enough margin to have a good stop loss. So that's one trade. I took TRX. I think this limit just got triggered for buy. I can delete this. But this is one trade I took last week over the weekend. So let me go to 1 hour. Okay, so I guess the levels don't show up anymore here, but we had a neutral level here turning into support. So it broke it moved away from the support, and then I took the retest, and then it went up. And then right now I'm planning to enter again on this level bounce here on this support. It's not the strongest one. Maybe it'll come back down, and then from here we can take a buy up. What else do I have open? I think I also have a link open. So if we go into link, here it is, link USD. Yeah, so I'm in profit on this one already. I guess it already hit TP. So took a bounce off of the support into this resistance. I think this was my TP one actually. I'm planning to take this up into this resistance up here. So we can see this daily candle close bullish. So we could see the next candle also close bullish. We have 8 hours left. So it can either close bullish or as a doji like this. If it's a doji like that, that's going to be good too. That means it's a consolidation. So it'll probably move up to this resistance. So those are my trades for crypto. For Forex, I don't have anything right now. I missed the good trades today, which kind of sucks. I took the worst trade, unused the cat. GPUSD looked good, but I didn't take it because I wasn't too happy with how it bounced off that level. But it played out fine. I know Esteban, he had a really good trade on this. I think he just took TP2 on this trade, and he's a dojo student. So if you guys are looking to trade more of these setups that we're taking, some of the more experienced traders, you guys should definitely join a dojo. We kind of go over that in detail. So if you guys want more info on that, ask in the chat, in the community chat on Telegram, and we can send a link. We have a few spots left for this week. So let me read some of those questions. Yeah, so Alex, those are the trades I've been taking. So today, right now, I don't have any trades. And then I'm a day trader, so I don't stay in trades for too long. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? For sure. Yeah, book your dojo if you can. I think we have 25 people right now, or I think 30, but not everyone is that active. So, but join the dojo. The people that are active, that's probably going to be the best way for you to learn more setups, get into more trades, stay out of trades. I'm Patrick, so I'm not Asger Anton. Sweet, David. See you in the dojo tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. How much is the algo? It depends on what plan you're taking. Just go to breakfreetrading.com. You'll be able to check out the pricing there. But it ranges from 70 bucks a month to 200 bucks a month. So it depends if you're doing the weekly, the annual, or sorry, the 3-month, or the pro, or the discovery. So go to breakfreetrading.com and then it'll walk you through the process. Not sure about the promo. Jan, go check, maybe check in the community chat, and then I'll have a look because I'm not 100% sure. But if you do join the dojo, you'll get a free month of pro or 3 months of discovery, whatever you prefer. So I don't know if you're talking about the dojo, if you're talking about the a different promo. The pro plan will give you all markets, crypto, forex, indices, stocks, and it also give you X mode on all the timeframes. So if you already have experience trading, definitely go for pro. That's going to give you the most value because then you can access all markets, you can access all timeframes on the algo, and that's going to be the best value for you. Do you ever look at currency strength when trading strong versus weak? No, I look at the trend. So I just go with the trend. You know, if the price is trending up, it means the currency is strong, right? I don't have to look at any indicator for that because the indicator is just following what the price is doing, basically. It just adds more. It adds another layer of complexity to your trading, and you want to remove more layers than add. So you know, one thing we do in the dojo is we really just look for specific things, nothing else. We don't need indicators. We don't need any currency strength indexes. We just look at the price. Price tells us what we're going to do next, and then we execute on what we see. Hope that makes sense. But I mean, there's people who use it and they like it. It's just, for me, I like to keep it simple. So I don't like to add too many things into my trading plan. So I'm pretty sure GBP/USD is going to break the extension today or tomorrow. Most likely today. And then we'll go into this next resistance over here. So that'll be a level to watch. It would be nice to have another retracement into this end level. So now that we moved above this end level, it would be nice to take a buy on this end level to take it up. Unless this is going to consolidate more. But if this 4-hour closes like this, then we're definitely going to go up. So we got an hour and 27 minutes left on this 4-hour candle. If this goes or is bigger than this previous consolidation, then I'm going to be looking for longs on this into this resistance, TB1, and then this one is my TB2. Let's look at USD CAT. Yeah, so I'm glad I closed this one break even. You can see it's dropping a little lower. There's still we can still expect more bulls on USD CAT because on 4 we had a pretty good push here. So, but we might see it go down a little more with this support and then go up. Unless we see some more action 1 hour here to bring it back above. But if I see bulls coming back into this, I'm probably going to take a long. And I think the DEX is about to hit support soon as well. Yeah, so it's about to hit support. So you know that would be a good lineup with USD CAT. We can look at oil. So oil is directly correlated with USD CAT as well. So we did have we are forming a form of a short structure, so we can see lower highs. It is a bit messy on US oil, so we'll see how. It's really up to this next candle to decide if it makes sense to go short or long. because we can see this resistance turning into neutral level. So US oil might go up more, which then will make USD CAD go lower, but you might be able to hit TP1 still on USD CAD. If oil consolidates and we get a nice rejection on the 4-hour support on the DEX. Do you accept Bitcoin as payment method? Most of the time we just do credit cards, but you can shoot Asger a message and ask him if he's willing to do it. I'm not quite sure. He's asking, hi Patrick, wonder if there will be a bit more detail on how candlestick reacts on resistance and support levels. I was using X mode on GBP HKD last week. It broke the resistance level moving above. Yeah, it's normal for resistance to get broken. I mean that's you'll have that. Just like with support, some support breaks. What's important is that you focus on the clean levels. So, for example, on resistance, if we see on, for example, GBP USD right now, on this here, we can see it was resistance, but we can see it slowly turning into neutral, right? So the sellers are now leaving this level and the buyers are coming in. We can see the resistance is getting weaker. What you don't want to do is buy a resistance that has full R's, and you also don't want to sell a resistance that has a combination of R's and N's, because that level is losing power. If that makes sense. But one more thing to note for you is to try to stick to the majors like GBP, HKD. Like that's almost that is an exotic. So stay away from exotics because they're gonna have larger swings because they have less volume and the spreads are gonna be higher. So stick to the majors. You're gonna have the most success with those. Jan, yeah, you can message Trisha, or the best thing you can do is just ask in the global chat, and then someone will get in touch. Yeah, so we have a training course. If you go to breakfreetraining.com, there's week 1, there's week 2. Week 1 is just kind of getting you set up, and then week 2 is more about the algorithm, how to use it. We have these weekly webinars. We have a couple of them right now, so you can watch those on YouTube. And then for more advanced training, we have the dojo. So if you've gone through week 2 and you want more advanced training, you can buy the dojo. But we only want serious people. So if you just kind of want to take a swing at it, we're probably not going to accept you. But if you're serious about your trading, then join the dojo. And you need some experience. So you would need to have gone through week 2 at least, week 2 training. Any other questions, guys, about the algorithm, about the new platform? Anything you guys want to know, let me know. When is the new platform expected to work completely? It's going to be a work in progress, so it's still in beta. So I can't give you a date, but you can go to feedback.breakfreetrading.com and check out what's being worked on. So um, it's always gonna be under construction. It's never gonna be perfect. Of course, it's gonna be um, getting a lot better than it is now. But I mean, the platform is working. It's just not working as you might expect, I guess. So give it a few more weeks, and then hopefully it's going to be really fine-tuned. But right now it's still working, especially the strategy mode has improved quite a bit. So if you're trading the daily, I'll definitely use this. If you're trading the strategy mode, I'll definitely use the navigator. If you're trading X mode, stay on trading view for now. But for the strategy mode, this is perfect. David is asking how to add a new symbol to the watch list. Yeah, pretty easy. So you would just you won't be able to add pairs to the default ones. So create a new one, and then you can type it into the watch list. So whatever you want to add. For example, GBP, USD. In this case, I've already added, but just type it into the watch list, and then it'll pop up in here. If you don't have the watch list, click on the plus icon in the sidebar, and then click on watch list. If you don't have this sidebar at all, go to the top right, the layout button, and you can, I think this first one, navigator layout, that's going to reset your layout. And then you can create your new watch list. So by clicking on this plus icon, you can create a new watch list. And then you can add your own pairs to the watch list. Do you have any good books? For books, I would focus more on the psychology side of things. So, Trading in the Zone, that's a good book. In terms of price action books, I've read Naked Forex. That's the only one I read. It's just chart time, lots of trading, lots of experience. You don't have to read a lot of books. So, Candlestick Bible is okay too. Just don't get too confused with too much information, too many candles, because if you sometimes if you know too much, it'll do more damage than good. So for me, in trading, the less, not the less you know, but the more simply you keep it, the better your trading is going to be. As long as you know for the right things to look for. Yeah, disciplined trader is also good. Yes, week 1, week 2 is free, so you can sign up for those. Sorry, week 2 costs $1, so you're gonna have to pay $1 for week 2, but week 1 is free. The training is on the algorithm and how to use the algorithm to trade. So you can use that on any market, stocks, currencies, doesn't matter. Okay, guys, any other questions? Let's have another look at GBP USD. Looks like it's gonna reject some resistance. So We'll see how it reacts to this level. Taking a buy on this is not ideal just because the risk to reward ratio is gonna suck. And the range is not that big between the resistance and the neutral level. So it's not ideal. Ideally, you want to buy it here on this level or down here. That would be the best. Esteban is asking what kind of externality should we add to our system or to keep proven decision taken. Week off, order flow, Elliott, or just keep it pure mere price action. There's one more thing we're going to go through in the dojo in assignment 3. That's going to help. Other than that, there's not much more you need. But we'll go through that in the dojo. Let's have a look at USD CAD. Still bearish. NZD USD is interesting. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna go up more or stay bearish. I guess we'll have to wait for some more price action to determine that. Maybe if this daily candle moves a little further down, we can see some more bears come in. But if it closes like this, probably gonna see some more bulls. We'll see. I guess there will be a moment where the new platform won't have the pro algo anymore for free. Yes, so right now it's free, but it won't be free forever. And I don't know the date. And also we're gonna be removing strategy mode on the 4-hour. So the strategy mode won't be able to work on 4-hour anymore. We're just gonna work on the daily on the new platform. But it's also gonna give you more opportunities on daily with the new update. And that's because the 4-hour has a low win rate, and most people they want to jump into 4-hour without any actual experience. So, you know, the most of the losses you see on, except for last week, just because we had a big shift. But a lot of times the losses people are having is because they're trading the 4-hour and they don't know how to trade it properly. So we're going to be turning off strategy mode for the 4-hour and just focus on the daily. But like I said, because the new algo 4.0 and now 4.01, it has real-time trend detection. So it's going to give you more opportunities on the daily. So it's overall it's a move in the positive. So if you're trading 4-hour on strategy mode, don't be discouraged. This is going to be good for you. Is the algorithm available in Australia? Yeah, you can use it anywhere in the world. You can use it on the moon, on Mars, or in Australia if you want to. Well, what it comes down to is the broker. So, you know, you're not going to be able to use some of the brokers we use in the States and Australia. So just use, you know, I think IC Markets works in Australia, so that's a really good broker. So just go through in week 1, we go through the brokers. So you can select a broker there. But the algo works on Navigator on our platform and on TradingView. So you can use that anywhere. And if you have questions or you need help signing up, just shoot a quick message in the global chat and we're going to help you out. Any other questions, guys? Before we hop off, we got a few minutes left. If you guys have questions, shoot them in. And then I'll get those answered. See what Bitcoin is doing. Still doing the same thing. Let's look at TRX. Looks like it's bouncing off support. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited about Link. Link has been very steady through this whole bearish crypto market. Okay, so I'm on the futures market, so it won't give me the whole history, but like since March, you know, it's been going up pretty steady. Meanwhile, a lot of the other ones, okay, XLM was good too. Well, I guess most of the crypto went up quite a bit. So BTC, March, yeah. So when Corona started, everything dipped on crypto, but it's moving up ever since, which is awesome. Yeah, chart time is probably the biggest thing. If you have X mode and you're getting lots of chart time in, that's really the only thing holding you back from being a good trader, and being able to read the levels. But you know, once you understand the levels, it's just a matter of chart time, you know, and then journaling down your mistakes, learning from your mistakes. That's pretty much it. And of course, you can always, you know, refine your setups, remove things, add things. But in order to understand everything, you have the only thing is chart time. That's why after, you know, most people succeed after 4 years or 5 years. It's because they have so much chart time experience. They've seen pretty much everything, right? The bear market, bull market. This is my Corona was my first pandemic trading, so that was a new learning experience for me too, right? So because they only happen every what 10 years. But okay, a recession is every 10 years, and pandemic, I don't know, every 20 to 40 years. Not quite sure. Maybe 15 to 20 years. Patrick, what about explaining the trend confusion? How to understand which trend they're into? Good question. Let me open. Switch to maybe GPP. So what I like to do is look at the daily and 4 hour for direction. What you need to be aware of is the overall trend, right? So 4 hour daily, that gives you a pretty good indication of the trend. The 1 hour, that's where you can look at the more of the micro trend. But you know, for example, if you'd be looking at this, right, you saw a big sell-off. People might have been trying to short this when it hit this resistance. But when we look at the 4 hour, we can see how this level has been rejected before, and we can see a support forming here. So I would always go with the 4 hour trend, 4 hour direction. That's going to be your best friend. What you can do if you do need help with trend and you're confused with where the trend is going, I mean, you could use the best thing is probably you can just go into the navigator and look at the real-time trend detection. So if we go into GBP USD, we can see bullish uptrend, right? So this is real time. That's going to give you a good indication where the trend is going. So you know if RGD is saying bullish, you're only going to take buys. So wait for price to go into a nice support zone, support level, and then you can take a buy. If it switches to bearish, then you're going to look for shorts. So let's look at NZD USD. So this one is a bit trickier. We can see a good sell-off on a 4-hour, and basically we have an engulfing. So let's see what the navigator is saying on NZD USD. Yeah, so it's still bullish on this one as well. I had a pretty good 4-hour close on this one, on this data. Let me check. Yes, this one hasn't closed yet. Still got an hour left. Every broker has different 4-hour candles depending how they calculate it. So you can see this one has 3 hours left. This one has 1 hour left. It depends if you're what time zone your broker's in. So this one is UTC. I don't know what the navigator is in. I'm not sure. But yeah, at the end it's going to be the same outcome. It's just different closes. I will be looking at rejection wicks at that level also. Are you talking on NZD USD or GBP USD? Are you looking to short or buy, Richard? GBP USD, let me check. Rejection wicks to the upside or the downside? I'd love to take a buy on GBP USD. We'll see. It's been consolidating, so you can see it's been in this range, right? So this is the range here. It's been consolidating in this range. Yeah. There's two scenarios here, right? We can have you can create a higher low here and then go up into this next level, or it could, because this is a neutral level, it could fall back below it and then come back down to the support. Can't say which one is going to happen, of course. You can only trade what you see. So right now there's no trade here. You're not going to be able to buy this because you're going to be buying on resistance. You're not going to be able to short this because this range, you know, how big is this range? Let me check. If you got a good entry, you might be able to short this, but at this point, it's only 30 pips. So, you know, if you were able to enter here, that's good, but there'll be no reason for you to enter here, except extension one. But the extension one already played out before, so don't take it. So at this point, we're looking for a bounce off the neutral, or we could take a short back at the support at 61 pips. If to get a good entry, because let's look at the risk to reward quickly. So it's 1.3. It's not the best. Yeah, so probably not the best trade to take. A buy would be better. Buy of support. Simran is asking, EuroCAD is showing a trade on TradingView, but not on the navigator. This is confusing. I'm using the usual strategy mode. I'm already in a trade. So for the strategy mode, stick with the navigator. That's the updated version. Yeah, so stick if you trading strategy, stick to the navigator. So let me look at your cat. But I mean, if it doesn't mean you should close the trade. It could still be a valid trade. But your cat is consolidating, so this would be a no trade zone for me because it's consolidating. So this wouldn't be a good pair to trade either way. And you can see, so this one isn't showing you a trade. Alberto was asking, hey Patrick, would a good entry on X mode always be at an extension? Also, are USD pairs still safe to use with X mode? Yeah, you can use anything with X mode. It's all safe. It's safe if you know how to trade it. If you don't know how to trade X mode, nothing's going to be safe. Doesn't matter if it's USD or if it's gold or if it's stocks. So that's going to be dependent on you, not on X mode. And regarding your question, if the extensions would be a good entry, that's also subjective. So, because this extension already played out, this would not be a good entry. This extension one is now invalid because we can see it already played out once. So, the best entries are on levels. So if you can find good rejection levels, those are your best levels to enter. The extension trades, those are just your bonus. So those shouldn't be your primary trades. That's your bonus, your bonus money. For me, the extensions, those are a good place to put my stop losses. So if I'll be taking a buy here, I explained it earlier, I'll be put my stop loss below the extensions. Yeah, this would be a good buy because you would be going with the trend. I didn't take this trade, but I know some Dojo members took this trade and it played out well. Okay, guys, any other questions before you hop off? Do you guys like the YouTube live stream? Do you think that you guys that's fine? Do you prefer Zoom? Because if the YouTube one is working well, we're gonna cancel. I'm not gonna be sending out the Zoom link anymore. It's just gonna be on YouTube all the time. Let me know if that works well for you guys. Because then it's gonna be right there and then. I don't have to upload the recording. It's gonna be on there right away. It's not gonna be edited. That's the only downside on my end. So at the beginning of this recording, I was talking some nonsense, testing a few things. So might be able to edit that out with the edit on YouTube, but we'll see. Chris is saying 5% less sound quality, but very understandable. Oh yeah, that's probably something I can fix on my end. Um, but yeah, so if I record it through Zoom, it's gonna be recorded locally. So I guess yeah, the sound quality would be better. But as long as you guys can understand me clearly, I think it should be fine. Because I think we can get more people to join the YouTube link than Zoom. Yeah, sure, it has just a little crack in the sound once in a while. Maybe that crack might be my voice. I've been cracking up today. Okay, sweet. If you guys have any further questions, just ask in the global chat. I'll see you guys in there. Like I said, if you guys want to have more advanced training, join us in the dojo. It's a very fun, close group of people. We trade together. I think next week I'm going to do a live trading session with them as well. You guys get to send assignments. You guys go through the training. If you want some feedback, you can probably ask in a global chat and see what other people are saying so far. So if that's something you want to do, we still have some open spots for this week for the dojo. And then if you want, we can send you a link in a global chat. Patrick, what should I do if only one of an entry is triggered? Then just keep that one entry. Keep your other limits. If you have other limits open or pending, keep those because sometimes one position gets triggered and then it'll come down and come back up, trigger the rest, and then fall down. For example. So as long as so just keep the pendings. Don't do manual. Just leave it, let it hit, and then that's it. Okay, guys, you have a good day. Signing off for now. Bye bye.